Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This one actually was a little bit of a surprise for me. I wasn't actually even planning on doing this one. Didn't even know this was coming out until a couple weeks ago. Didn't really know what it was. It is the new album by H.E.A.T. They're a Swedish melodic rock band. They have a new album called Extra Force. Now, in case any of you guys don't know who this band is, you may have heard of Skid Row, and their new singer was the former lead singer of H.E.A.T, and he was actually not the original lead singer of H.E.A.T. The original lead singer of H.E.A.T is now once again the new lead singer of H.E.A.T. Eric Gronwell, actually, he was like one of these contestants on one of these game shows. I don't know which one. He auditioned, I believe it was with 18 and Life, and somehow he ended up winning the show. I think he won that show. Might have to check my history on this one, but anyway, he ended up getting the gig for H.E.A.T through all of that, and then H.E.A.T actually opened up for Skid Row at some point in time, and that's how those guys came to know each other. And now Eric is now the singer for Skid Row, and that album is killer. If you don't have that new album, get that one. It's really good. And now Kenny Lacremo, I think that's how you say his name. I'm really bad with names always, but anyway, he is now back again, once again in the band. He did like 2 albums with them originally, then Eric came on board, did like 5, and now he's back in again. They just released an album last year called Force Majeure, and now they decided to do this one, and this album's kind of weird. It's like 2 brand new songs, 2 of their older songs that Eric sang with Kenny singing, and then a mixture of live things that were both Kenny songs and Eric songs. So anyway, the first 2 on here, Freedom is like a really quick, I think it's like just over 3 minute anthem. Really cool, killer song, quick, super catchy, different. It's a little bit different than them. It's a little bit more, I don't even know, I want to say poppy, but it's like really melodic. But and then Will You Rise, which is kind of a mid-tempo, kind of cool type, almost ballady type thing. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a good catchy song. There's actually videos out for these. I didn't watch any of those, but I saw that there was a couple videos out for them. And then the next 2 are the songs Rise and One by One, which were originally Eric Gronwell songs, and then Kenny does them. Now Kenny and Eric do not have the same style of singing. They have the same kind of range, but Kenny is more like a pure singer, whereas Eric's got a little bit more grit and a little bit more of a different style to his singing. He's got a little more, I don't even know, like a little bit of a little attitude in his voice, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's cool hearing these songs done again with Kenny singing. It's interesting hearing them both. They're both amazing singers. They can both do it well, but it's definitely different styles. And then there's a bunch of live stuff. They have a little mixture of stuff that was off the last record, and then some Eric Gronwell stuff. And actually One by One is on here twice, and he nails it live too. So I mean, it wasn't just him going to the studio trying to copy what Eric did. He actually nails it live here too. So that was cool to hear that. And if you got the CD, there's actually 2 bonus tracks. It'd be a total of 10 songs altogether, and the last song being one called Living on the Run, which goes way back to when Eric joined the band for Address the Nation. And it's funny because Kenny says this is his favorite song, and then he does like a really cool job singing it. He made it a little bit of his own. He did go for the high note there at the end, and got to give him credit for that. And even though you are like in the same range, sometimes it's hard doing somebody else's singing because you do have different styles. But he added his own little thing to some of these, which you just can't help but do, and I thought it was an interesting listen. So if I were to suggest this band to somebody, I wouldn't probably start with this album, because I really don't know why they did this album. It was cool to have. I mean, if you're a H.E.A.T fan, you're going to enjoy this. There's a couple other live albums out there with Eric singing, which are full albums, which are super cool. I mean, he is a killer singer, so it's got to be weird for Kenny, I would think, being the original singer, and then having Eric kind of come in and make them a little bit more famous because that's when they kind of got their big lift. Was in it. Although over here they're not like huge. I think they're more. And by over here I mean in the States, but overseas on their homeland and that European area over there, I think they're a lot more popular than they are over here. So I just think it's, and then now he's coming back in to take over for him. It's just gotta be a little strange, I would think, but that's just me interjecting. I don't really know what he's thinking. I just think for anybody that would be like an odd situation to be in, but it's cool they're back with him. It's like all the same guys that started the thing, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. So anyway, if I were to start with an album, I would probably go with one of the last two. Force Majeure and H.E.A.T are actually my two favorite ones so far, which is kind of the way I think it should be. Bands should continue to get better, not like have their like peak and then get worse, which seems to happen with a lot of people too. I think these guys just keep getting better and better with each album, so I like all these. Even saying that, I like all the albums. There's not a clunker in the bunch, but I just think they keep getting better and better. This one was just kind of a weird thing to do. I don't know. It was kind of like this filling up some time type album. I don't even know what the reason for doing it was, but if you're a H.E.A.T fan, you're gonna enjoy it anyway. It's kind of cool hearing the back and forth. So anyway, as always, I welcome any kind of comments or anything you guys think about this band or anything I may have forgotten to mention. Like stuff was acting up while I was trying to film this, or record it, I should say. I don't really film anything. So hopefully I got everything in there and I didn't jump around too much. And, as always, like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you guys enjoy this type of conversation style video, I appreciate all the input and everything. And just hopefully more people keep joining in. It's been pretty cool. So until next time, we'll see you.